Hey Disney fans, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to take a look at another rare doll that's in my collection, and that of course is the one and only Lady Tremaine. They released quite some time ago, so stay tuned and we'll go over each detail that this doll does have to offer, both in and out of the box. Okay, so first, of course, we will take a look at her box. So she does have the original old Disney Store logo, and then also the 6 Plus. She has a beautiful silver, kind of a metallic looking printing that has like a floral pattern on it. We also see here there's little jewels, or at least it look like little jewels, of course, on the box itself. And we have a beautiful cutout. And coming down here, we can see it does say limited edition 1 of 1500, so much lower LE, just like most of the villains. They do usually have a lower LE, Lady Tremaine. And then what we'll do now is we'll flip her around and you can see what's on the back of the box. All right, so the back of the box you can see here does say Lady Tremaine. We have that same beautiful cutout shape represented on the back that we did on the front. If you'd like to pause and read it there, you can. It does state a little bit about the doll and the fabrics used and all of that. Also there, it does say it in 2 other languages. And then we have the certificate of authenticity and display stand included. And of course, this is back when dolls were $99.50, so those were the days. But there is the back of the box. All right, so now we have the glare gone and we can see Lady Tremaine without any obstructions. And let me tell you, she is a wonderful villain doll. I am so glad she's in my collection. I did get her a few months back, pretty much right when I moved to Florida. I obtained her and I got her for a pretty decent price, I think. But now she does go for quite a bit, so just keep that in mind if you are looking to add her. She is pretty pricey, along with the Queen of Hearts that I showed last week. Their prices during COVID have seemed to skyrocketed. Go figure. The back of the box, though, is pretty intense. I love it. They did it so that's like the scene in the movie. So you can see the staircase that Cinderella runs down when she has the glass slipper and the Archduke comes. You can see there's some candlesticks and a mirror. Very, very beautifully printed. And then, of course, that is down here at the back. You can see the marble floor. A very, very nice touch. I like it when they give them an actual background, not just a blob of color. So do like that they did that here. Lady Tremaine herself, of course, like all limited edition dolls, she does have rooted hair and rooted eyelashes. You can see here she does have two-tone hair, so she has dark gray and then white, and the white is intermixed there with the darker gray. A lovely widow's peak there. They did a very good job of that, I think. The hair is pretty crunchy. It's full of a lot of product, but still very nice. She does have very dramatic, and you can see here just how dramatic eyelashes, brown eyeshadow, very thick eyeliner, very sinister eyes, and I love her little pouty mouth. I think that is so cool. She has a wonderful face mold, and I think it transferred from the movie to the sculpt, I think, very, very well. She does have in each ear a stud. You can see there's like a little emerald with a gold rim of plastic around it. That is in each ear. Coming down to Lady Tremaine's outfit, she does have a beautiful satin pleated purple collar. Very, very well done. Mine, again, just like the Evil Queen, kind of pops up a little bit right there, but that's okay. I'm not going to complain too much. That same purple color then is brought down to the around the neckline. We have some gems there, kind of a more purpley pink color. Some are opaque, some are shiny. I don't know if that's just from age, if that's how it's supposed to be. So if anyone else has Lady Tremaine, please let me know. I'd appreciate it. She does have another very large faceted green gemstone there, kind of like a necklace, and then some gold embroidery edging there around that purple collar, coming down into a very beautiful red velvet dress here. So she does have poof sleeves with that same gold ridging there that she has around her collar. She has that in her poof sleeves. And then they come down to about mid forearm, and then she has this beautiful chiffon pleated cuff here that has that same gold edging on it there. And then of course there are her hands. At her waist, and that of course is on both sides, at her waist she has that same gold cord, and it comes down into an open skirt portion here, which mine, you can kind of see here. I think this side is, yeah, this side is tied at the bottom. This side was, but it came undone, so there's a little tag. I think that's just from age. So that would have been tagged right there, but it does give us a good view of the inside here. So it is a beautiful red satin, same as her actual inner skirt here, but I love this red velvet. It does go all the way around the skirt. Her only accessory is this beautiful little key here that she uses to lock Cinderella in the tower. So you can read that there. It looks like it says something in Latin. Not quite sure what it says. But, and then coming down the skirt itself is just a very simple red satin. Very, very soft, very smooth and sleek. I do like it very much. But it's pinned here, here, and here. So I cannot lift up to get in there to see what her shoes look like. It will not let me get in there. Not high enough to go in and let you know what the shoes look like. So again, just like Queen of Hearts, these older dolls, they seem to really pin the bottom of the dress down pretty good so that you are unable to see what the shoes look like. But that is the Lady Tremaine. She is a very simple doll. Again, I think some of the older villain dolls, they kind of just went very simple with them, and I'm okay with that. It got the point across. I think she's quite beautiful, and very, very glad that Lady Tremaine is in my collection. As I said earlier, they did make 1,500 of them. Of the 1,500, I did get number 265. You can see there. There is her certificate of authenticity. If you'd like to pause and read it there, you can. You can see that this doll was released in 2012, so she's about 8 years old now. Beautiful COA, and again, 265 of 1,500. On the back, it's just like any other COA, so there's that back side of the COA as well, if you'd like to take a look at it. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the Lady Tremaine that released back in 2012, along with the original Cinderella doll.